checking onto an airplane, going through security, and they see my trumpet coming through, and the security guard says, "Oh, you're a musician. What kind of music do you play?" I play good music, I play bad music. Sometimes I'll say loud and soft. Types of music, genres of music are like languages. You have to learn how to speak the language. You have to understand the grammar and the phrase structure and how to talk in that language. But my own music, either I consciously mix genres or I ignore the question entirely and just see what happens. Just only for those first 16 bars, I just printed two new parts. Ingrid Gordon and I know each other for many, many years, and she kept on hinting, "Oh, it would be nice to get you to write something for my group." And I said, "Great, let's make it happen." And you know what? She made it happen.
So I always loved the classical chamber music format, so playing music with other people in small groups without a conductor. Our style, you could loosely call it contemporary classical music, modern classical music. We also try to incorporate global influences, folk music, world music, popular music. It turns out there's a lot of interesting modern classical music for flute and percussion. So when I moved to New York, I met Margaret Lancaster, who's one of the most well-known contemporary flute players in New York. And soon we started adding other people to the lineup, because why not have two percussionists? One is never enough.
Well, I'm wondering, do you want to take it up an octave? Just that one note, would that give more of the edge? Well, let's go on 18, where the harp comes in. 3 and 4 and...
Many, many years I was just doing the piano. And when I was 14, I went to Interlochen Music Camp. And they said all pianists had too lonely a life. It wasn't healthy for young people to sit in a little hut in the woods all alone and practice piano all day. They said, you have to take an orchestral instrument. So I wanted to play the flute. And my mother said, no, I won't have my daughter with an instrument in front of her face. So my older brother, whom I still worship to this day, said, why don't you play the harp? So I said, all right, write down harp, just like that. And after 1 week in this experimental class, I said, this is just too good. Ingrid and I met on a job. It was in a church down on 20th Street and 8th Avenue in Manhattan. We were leaving the job one night and we were both headed for the subway. And lo and behold, we both were coming to Queens. And we became very friendly. And after that, Ingrid invited me to play with Percussia.
There are so many different linguistic, musical, cultural groups in Queens. I believe at one point, Queens had more different languages and cultural groups in one area than almost anywhere in the world. One of the joys of making music in Queens is that you can tap into this.
I actually really love playing in Queens, and one of the roles I feel we as a group have is to fill some of that void.
We're 5 diverse people, plus the singer who sometimes join us. All different backgrounds, all different ages, all different experiences, and we all are so happy together. It's wonderful.